It's this spatial placement that I can't see why any artist wouldn't want to benefit from. The KLANG system gives me this extra dimension.
My name is Becky Pell. I'm the monitor engineer here on War of the Worlds, and I'm looking after Jeff Wayne himself, as well as 9-piece band and the 8 singers, and we have a 36-piece orchestra as well. It's a lot more involved than your average rock and roll tour. So we've got KLANG for Jeff. He has a very full mix. He basically wants to hear his creation in its entirety, of course, and he's created this beautifully produced album that he's spent years and years working on. And my job is to try and recreate that as faithfully as possible. It struck me that there was a lot of information, 168 inputs to get into a stereo mix. And I had the idea that KLANG would help me to create space within all of that and create some depth and width and height, and just be able to find separation within all of the different elements. I went and spoke with Jeff much earlier this year and showed him the KLANG demo, let him hear the difference between the stereo and the 3D, and he was immediately on board with the idea. So it's proved an absolute winner for him.
From a conductor's point of view, and I've got a band over here and a symphonic string orchestra there, the sort of placement is very much as I'm seeing things, rather than just a good general mix. So it's very much more alive, more 3D. It's the fact that I have a far better balance in my head, so the sound quality and everything is in a completely different level now from previous times.
I mean, it takes just a few minutes to get set up and patched. I'm coming off a MADI split, so just patching that is very easy to do, very user-friendly. That just takes a little while to set up, and then once it's set up, I'm basically unaware of it. I have my icon there on my computer screen of where things are and the metering and what have you, but it doesn't actually affect the way I mix. It's set and that's there, just creating lots of lovely space.
As a conductor, my preference has always been to get a good general sound as it's coming off the stage, with a little more kick and bass, just because I like those bottom ends.
Everything's in there, as well as if you listen to the album, that gives you a pretty good idea of what's in there. It sounds very much like what he has created. In terms of space use, I've used a lot of the behind elements for the sound effects and the surround sound thing that he's got going on for the front of house as well. We've got the more critical elements and the things he's focusing on more sort of up high in front, and then the things that are more of an effect or more of a general awareness thing are sort of more out to the sides or lower down or behind him.
I would like to stay with the KLANG system whenever I'm performing using in-ear monitoring, because they are providing me 3D rather than stereo, which I would compare with 2D. It's
going to be difficult now for me to go back to stereo. As I've said a few times about it, it's like flying business and then having to go back to flying economy. It's very user-friendly, and even if you just go and have a listen to the demo and flick between the 3D and the stereo, you'll notice a huge difference straight away. And yeah, I think it's the future.
I think for bands, solo artists that have a musical accompaniment, or any show, it's this spatial placement that it gives you that I can't see why any artist wouldn't want to benefit from. The KLANG system gives me this extra dimension.